Oh, it's excellent to know about you. So good morning. It's excellent. Now that we've already started grammar class again. Good morning, Danielita. Good morning, Camila. Good morning, Gabby Martin. Excellent. Great job that you're here very, very early. That's
Buenos días, Miss.
good morning, Gabriela. Thank you. Thank you for your greetings. Thank you very much. Okay, let's see. We are waiting for the rest to join us. We are 21 by now. Great.
René, ya comenzó tu clase.
See how many do we are. We're still two. So maybe one
Yo
more
la
minute
tengo a las 11.
because we have a lot of things to
¿Qué?
do. We have a lot of work to do. So we're going to wait just one more minute.
El micrófono.
26. Excellent. Great. We're almost ready. Great job. Okay, let me just do something here. Let me see.
Ay,
Oh, hello, Grace. Yeah, good morning. Great job. Okay. Let's see. I think we're going to begin our class right away. Hello, Pablo. Good morning. Hello. Okay, let's begin. Let's share our screen. Right now, please close your books. Okay, right now we are not going to open our books. I'll tell you when to open it. But right now, let's close our books. Okay, we're just gonna listen to the story for our section of grammar and the real world. So please don't open your books. Okay, let's see. We're going to share our screen. Or okay, great. Let's have a look at this over here. Okay, here we are. Let me welcome you to our class for today. Okay, today we are going to work on Unit 5, pages 54 to 57. Okay, don't open your books right now because what we are going to do is, at first, we are going to listen to a story. Okay, let's see. Let's begin. This morning, I am going to tell you a story about a magical dessert. This is our article from Grammar and the Real World, Unit 5, page 54, but we are not going to open our books right now. Okay, this is a great dessert, a magical dessert that we all love. And we love to eat, and we eat every single day. Can you guess what dessert that is? Do you know? Could it be a cake? Or could be chocolate? Great job. Thank you, Genesee. Thank you for your support. Yes, we're talking excellent, Andrea. Everybody knows what this magical dessert is. It is ice cream. We're talking about ice cream. So we're going to learn more about the story of ice cream. So let's have a look what happened with this food revolution that attacked the whole world. Our first stop we will be going to China. So we will go to China in our first stop of this story. Let's have a look. Here we have it, a beautiful view. This is a fantastic view, and this is a great monument. Do you know the name of this beautiful structure? Beautiful structure? Yes. Do you know what's the name? Yes, Janice, this is China. But do you know the name of this beautiful place? Well, this is excellent, Daniela, the Great Wall of China. Great job. Yes, Camila, it's the Great Wall of China. Excellent, very good. But let me tell you what happened in there, okay? You know that science can have a great effect on society. Okay, take ice cream, for example, the product that we are talking about right now. People over the world can eat ice cream nowadays, but it wasn't like that at the beginning. Things were not that way. Okay, at the beginning, only rich people, emperors, and kings could eat ice cream. This is King Tang, who was um, one of the kings that brought a kind of ice cream to China, because it wasn't really considered a complete ice cream, but it was a kind of ice cream, and he brought it to China. First, he mixed milk and rice, and then he packed it into snow. Imagine, just imagine what he did. Let's see, here we have it. Always with our king. He also created a dish with buffalo milk, flour, and camphor. Okay, he gave more flavors to his creation. Thank you, China. Thank you for helping us. Let's move on to another place where ice cream became really important as well. What place do you think this is? Can someone tell me? Do you have an idea? Where are we right now? It's a little bit difficult. Yes, there's Egypt, Rome, the Sahara Desert. Okay, let me tell you that we are in Persia. Very good, Daniela. Persia, excellent. This is our second stop, is Persia. And here, Persia made a frozen dessert as well, but they included noodles and fruits, as you can see. Okay, they included noodles and fruits. Yes, it was very interesting in Persia to have a new dessert. Thank you, Persia. We continue in our trip. Here now, this is such a famous building that everybody knows. This is a monument. It is beautiful. Yes, it's Rome, in Italy. Excellent, Fernando. Is the Colosseum, the Roman Colosseum. Very good. Excellent job. This is the Roman Colosseum. Okay, very good. Let's have a look. It says, greeting this new emperor. In Rome, they used to eat desserts called sorbet, but sorbet is a new name to say ice cream. Okay, they were also called sorbets, and this time they included mixed snow with fruits. Okay, so snow and fruits for Rome. Thank you, Rome. Let's continue our trip. These are beautiful houses. Maybe they look old, but this is part of their culture, right? This is part of their beautiful houses because we are now in Italy. Okay, Italy, a different place, a beautiful place as well in Europe. As you know, our famous Marco Polo, he was a great explorer, right? He traveled to many different places, but especially he stayed for a long time in China, where he learned all the culture about China. He was not only an explorer, but he also learned to sell products, taking and bringing different products from different countries. So he said that once he saw an ice cream being made during his trip to China. And so he introduced it into Italy. Okay, thank you, Italy. Let's see now here, where are we right now? You see these beautiful houses with color, very elegant. Excellent, Daniela, very good way. So it's France. Yes, we are right now located in France. So what happened in France? Here we have a very interesting thing. Yeah, we know that France is a beautiful place. Okay, you know what happened here? When an Italian duchess moved to France, she brought sorbet and other frozen desserts with her. After sorbet and ice cream became very popular in France after that. You know this duchess? She brought some sorbet to France. People went crazy and it became very popular. But still, only rich people could eat ice cream. Okay, thank you, France. Excellent. Oh, look at here. This is one of my favorite places. Where do you think we are right now? Yes, Daniela, London, Gran Bretaña. Oh, Great Britain. Very good, Weso. Pablo said London. Yes, this is our beautiful England, London. And if you can see over here, we have this beautiful monument that is called the Big Ben. Yes, the Big Ben. This clock, big clock over here, is so famous, right? Its name was given to this clock that is situated on the northeast of the Westminster Palace. Okay, it is important for royalty to have an excellent view of the Big Ben. So we are in London right now. And there's something that we must thank with all our hearts, kids, to England. And it is that they changed ice cream and they helped us to be able to consume it. Not only rich people. What did they do? Let's have a look. What did they do? Here we have a British chemist. This British chemist really helped us to eat ice cream, just as we do nowadays, because it was very difficult for every people around the world to eat ice cream. British chemists discovered a new way to make ice cream. What did they do? They added air to the ice cream. Yes, they added air. This made the ice cream bigger and softer. Now ice cream became less expensive and it lasted longer too. Okay, softer, bigger, and less expensive. That is what they did. So thank you very much, England. It was so important. Okay, and thanks to all of these different countries and different people, they helped us to to be able to consume ice cream as much as many different flavors as we want, in many different shapes and sizes as we want, thanks to them. Today, almost anyone, rich or poor, can buy ice cream and keep it at home. Ice cream, as you know, guys, is a universal dessert popular all around the world. Together, traditional ice cream makers and scientists created this wonderful food revolution. Okay, this is the end of our presentation, and we're going to move on into our comprehension check. Here we have our questions. We are right now, please open your books. We are on page 55. Please open your books. Page 55. Weso, I just read what you said. Weso says that he prefers the minutas. Okay, Weso, yeah, me too sometimes, really. They are really delicious. But anyway, they are all part of the ice cream story, right? They are just different desserts. Let's complete our comprehension. Page 55. Let's see number one. Patients made a frozen dessert with what kind? Yes, very good, excellent, good job. Very nice. Okay, here we have, oh, I just gave you all the other answers. No, let me see. There we have it. I'm sure you already know them anyway. Here we are again. Okay, the first one was noodles, very good. In ancient Rome, people mix the snow with what? Yes, great. You already sent the answers anyway. I already saw your answers before we saw the answers here in the presentation. The Duchess brought sorbet too. Very good, nice job, excellent. And the British chemist invented ice cream that, what was so special about it? Excellent, Camila, lasted longer. Very good, Genesis. Yes, lasted longer. Okay, here we have the answer. Complete them on your book, please. Write them down in your book. You just have, here it says circle the correct answer. So just circle it. Hurry up. This is really easy. Okay, let's continue. Oh, before we move to time clauses, we have another exercise. We have another exercise on page 55. So please help me to complete it. It is notice C. It says find the sentences in the article, complete them with after, before, or as soon as. So we are going to use these time expressions to complete the sentences. Let's see, number one, blank refrigeration existed. People needed ice to make frozen desserts. What are we going to use? After, before, or as soon as? Which time expression do you think we need for number one? Blank refrigerator existed. People needed. Yes, very good. Here we go. Excellent. Nice, nice, nice. Hey, great. Very nice. Okay, before. That's the answer. Excellent, Flor, Danny, Grecia, Paola, Daniela Avila. Great job. Before. Danielita, only that is before. Excellent. Before refrigerator existed, people needed ice to make frozen desserts. Number two, blank scientists found better processes for freezing things. Ice cream became popular with all class, rich, or poor. Is after, before, or as soon as? What do you think? What do you think? Look, blank scientists found better process for freezing things. Ice cream became popular with all class, rich, or poor. What happened first? What happened second? What do you think happened? Very good, Daniela. Very good, Diana. Monica, excellent. Flor, okay, after, excellent, well done. After is number two. Number three, blank. Ice cream became more available. People began to buy it more often. Was it after ice cream became more available? Is it before ice cream became more available? Or as soon as ice cream became more available, people began to buy it more often? Very good, Andrea. Excellent, Daniela. Daniel Eugenio, very good. Ariela, excellent. As soon as. Very good job. Okay, that's the answer for the exercises. Now we can have a look at our grammar structure with this time clauses, order of past events. Well done. Very good. Let's see, time clauses sometimes sounds a little bit hard or a name that looks a little bit complicated, but it's not really that complicated. So what are we going to do? First, we're going to see what a time clause is. What is really a time clause? Time clauses are used in English to demonstrate a period of time based on an action or event. We have an example from our grammar article that says, after sorbet became popular in France, it spread to the rest of Europe. Okay, the thing is that it says that it demonstrates a period of time. That is our definition. What period of time it is demonstrating? Well, the period of time is when the ice cream became popular or was created, and is based on an action or event. We have two actions and two events. Okay, one is that it became popular, and the other one is that it spread to the rest of Europe. Okay, this is our time clause example, and we have some rules. Some rules to understand better how do we use our time clauses. First of all, let's understand that a time clause can come first in a sentence or can also come second. So we can switch the places, okay? The time clause. As you saw in the last example over here, we divide the time clauses into a main clause and a time clause. We can also divide it into first event and second event. It depends on what happened first and what happened second. We have our main clause and our time clause. Why do we say that this part over here is a time clause? Easy. It's because we have a time expression that is after. So if we have a time expression, here, this part over here, this sentence, is going to be denominated time clause. Remember that every time that we have a time expression at the beginning of a clause, we are going to divide the two sentences using a comma. Only when our time expression is at the beginning. If our time expression moves to the middle here or begins our second idea, we don't need the comma. Only when our time expression is at the beginning. Okay, let's return to our rules. Time clause can come first in a sentence or can also move to a second place. Time clauses are started with adverbs like when, after, until, as soon as, before. As I told you, these are also called time expressions, okay? When, after, until, as soon as, and before. Then we have a third rule that says that using time clauses can help us to learn to identify the second and our first and second event in a complete sentence. As I told you, it depends on what happened first and what happened next. We're going to have a first event and we're going to have a second event. And our time clauses can help us to identify the order of what happened first and what happened next. Let's have a look. Rules for time expressions. Okay, our time expressions. Remember that the time expressions that we can use are after, before, when, as soon as, and until. We use after to introduce the first event. We use before to introduce the second event. There you see, they are already helping us to identify the order of events. We use when to refer to the time that something started. All these rules, you can find them on page 55 and 56, okay? These rules, you have them on your charts on 55 and 56. When, if you use when, it is used to refer to the time that something started, okay? When I was little, I loved to play soccer. When did this started? When I was little. That's why we use when to just go back to the time when everything started. Use as soon as to refer to something that happened right after or immediately after. As soon as I saw the criminal, I called the police. It happened immediately after, okay? This is our time expression, as soon as. Use until to refer to things that continued up to a certain time, okay? Let's move on. Let's see over here. Okay, we have now our exercise. Exercise on page 56. Everybody go to page 56. We already saw the rules. And we are going to complete some exercises. Okay, let's see. We have our first example. It says label the first event with 1, and we are going to label the second event with a number 2. So we need to identify what happened first and what happened next. Like in the first example we have in number 1, it says until Ernest Hanway invented the ice cream cone, most people ate ice cream in a dish. What happened first? Well, most people ate ice cream in a dish. That's why we have a number one there in our books. Until Ernest Henry invented the ice cream cone. You see, first everybody was eating ice cream, but then on a dish. But then Ernest Henry invented the ice cream cone and people started to eat it that way. So we have event number one and we have event number two. Let's see number two. Henry was a waffle seller at the 1904 World's Fair when he invented the ice cream cone. Henry was a waffle seller at the 1904 World Fair. Is that number one or number two? Is that part number one, the first event, or our second event? What do you think? Is that number one or number two? Henry was a waffle seller at the 1904 World's Fair when he, fair, up to there. Because then we have when, that is a time expression. So that is the second idea. So is that number one or number two? First event or second event? What do you think? Here we have some disputes. Some of you said it's number one and others said number two. Let's have a look. If it's number one or is number two. Here we have it. Look over here. It was Henry was a waffle seller at 1904 World's Fair. That was number one. And number two, when he invented the ice cone. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, let's see number three. When an ice cream seller at the fair ran out of dishes, Henry rolled up a waffle. Let's see, which one do you think is number one and which one number two? Write it down on your books and we're gonna see the answer. Try to solve it on your own and then we can check here together. Let's see which one is gonna be event number one and which one is gonna be event number two. Remember to circle and write down one and two. Okay, let's see the answer. Let's see what we have. Oh, look at this. When an ice cream seller at the fair ran out of dishes, his first event, and we rolled up a cone, is event number two. Okay, when an ice cream seller at the fair ran out of dishes is event number one, and how we rolled up a cone is event number two. What happened first? And consequently, something else happened. Okay, let's continue with number four. The warm waffle turned hard when Henry filled it with ice cream. What do you think happened first and what happened second? Solve it in your book and then we're going to check the answer together. When it says the warm waffle turned hard when Henry filled it with ice cream. What happened first? Did it turn hard when he filled it with ice cream first, or did it warm the waffles and then turn hard? Sometimes it's kind of confusing, but all you have to do is try to imagine the right order. So everything happens and then we have a consequence, right? Or a result. So that is going to be event number one and event number two. Let's have a look over here. Yes, when Humphrey filled it with ice, that is number one, event number one. The warm waffle turned hard. There we go. Excellent. Then number five, as soon as they saw Henry cones, all of the other ice cream sellers started using them. Let's write down event number one and event number two, please. Also, let's do number six. Before Henry started an ice cream cone business, he returned from the fair. Do you think it is in the correct order? Please identify event number one and then event number two, so we can have a look at the answers together. 5 and 6. Write down number one for event number one, two for event number two. Let's see the answers over here. So here we are. As soon as they saw Henry's cones, what happened? All the ice cream sellers started using them. That was event number two. Next answer. He returned from the fair beforehand we started an ice cream cone business. Excellent. Okay, 7 and 8 is not going to appear in the presentation because I want you to do it. Please do it. Let's do number 7 and 8 on our own. And I'm just going to read the answers. Let's do it right now. Event number 1, event number 2 for question number 7 and 8. Okay, I hope you're ready. Let's see. After Hamlet's story became popular is event number 1. Many people said that they invented the ice cream cone is event number 2. And number 8, another man, Italo Macchioni, invented an edible ice cream cup. That is event number 1. Beforehand, we invented his cone. That is event number 2. Okay, so 7 and 8 are very similar. Very good, excellent. And we move on to page 57. Exercise 2.2, time words. Okay, here you are going to help me to answer it. Here you're going to help me. It says circle the answer. We're going to circle time expressions. Okay, number 1, we have an example. It says before people drove cars, they rode horses. Number 2, what do you think? When or until? In number 2, what do you think? In number 2. Very good, Genesis. Very good, Jessica. Good try. The rest, excellent. Number 2, until the internet became popular, people wrote letters and sent faxes. Okay. Number 2, until the internet became popular, people wrote letters and sent faxes. Number 3, what do we have? Before or after? The first man landed on the moon in 1968. 9 U.S. astronauts made 5 more trips to the moon between 1969 and 1972. Excellent, well done. Yes, 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 yes. Excellent, Daniela. Very good, the rest. Okay, good try, the rest. Okay, number 3, we're going to circle after. After the first man landed on the moon in 1969. After. Number 4, as soon as or before. People use digital cameras. Excellent, very good, Gracia, good job. Before. Daniela, Danny, before people use digital cameras. Number 5, public transportation changed completely. Until or when? Excellent, Genesis, very good. When? The first airlines begin. Number 6, people did not understand the solar system. When or until scientists invented telescopes? Great, until. Well done, everybody. Very good, Wessel. Number 7, before or as soon as telephone existed, communications was very slow. Before or as soon, very good, Daniela. Genesis, excellent, excellent work. Before. And the last one, as soon as or until scientists develop medicines such as vaccines. Very good, Genesis. Hey, excellent, Daniela. Wessel, well done. As soon as. Great job. Okay, as soon as, that was number 8. Okay, we finished our last exercise. And I hope that you enjoyed the presentation and the story of our food revolution of today. Thank you very much for your attention, guys. Thank you for your hard work. We did excellent. So we're going to stop sharing right now. And here we are again. Okay, great job. You did marvelously. Thank you for sharing your answers with me and your great participation. We did really great, fabulous. Okay, we finish up to page 57, right? Remember that the audios that are our next part of our next class are going to be, the links are going to be on the agenda of activities. Okay, so you can listen to those audios and that is going to be part of your work at home to complete the exercises from the audios. Okay, so you listen to the audios, you practice them, and then you complete the exercises. Right now, I'm going to leave like a couple of minutes if you have any question. Okay, if you have any question, I am glad to help you. You can send me your comments or your questions or your doubts. Genesis, yes, Genesis, the listening, okay, of 2.3 is going to be part of next class. And it's going, I'm going to add the links on the activity agenda so you can listen to it at home and you have to do it on your own. Okay, that is going to be part of your activity in your home. Everything's clear, says Camila. Thank you, Camila. Great. Okay, don't have questions, Fernando. You understood perfectly well. Thank you. Very good. Excellent. Thank you, Fernando. Great job. Okay, no questions, babies? Are you sure? Before we say goodbye, goodbye to everybody. Are you sure? Okay, then I'm going to allow you to unmute yourselves if you want to turn on your computer and maybe say bye.
Bye, Miss.
Bye, sweetie. Thank you, Gabby. Bye. Okay, then I'll see you next class, mis amores. Okay, have a great day. And remember, if you have questions, you can write, you can send me a message through WhatsApp. And also remember to send me your pictures, okay, the photo of your work. Bye-bye. Bye, angels. Bye, Genesis. Bye, Fernando. Bye. God bless you. See you next class. Bye-bye. Bye, Mateo. Bye-bye. God bless you, angels.